This morning I'm going to be listening to a piece by Karlheinz Essl, Austrian composer, called 300 Notes. This piece exists in three versions, one for piano, one for vibraphone, and one for toy piano. We're going to be listening to the vibraphone version because we're in the middle of a percussion series. That's the current series right now. And yeah, I think all three of them were written in 2019, and they're more or less the same. So the piano version was the original one. Sustain pedal is to be depressed throughout the piece. Use a medium soft mallet. Um, yeah, the tempo encompasses a wide range from slow to extremely fast, and it gradually gets faster over the course of the piece. Here's the harmonic structure. So he gives you these chords. So the piece sort of slowly converges on an F, looks like. And it starts with these Fs and octaves. He even provides a link to the MP3 in here. And yeah, the score is free, so we may as well peruse it a little bit. Like it's freely available on his website. Um, it's just 3 pages. Each page ends in a fermata, and it looks like it starts quiet on each page, and there's a big crescendo um, and decrescendo. So it's like three big swells, kind of. So I discovered Essel's music through, I think I was looking at this project, this American project called the Toy Piano Library, and his name kept popping up because he has like several toy piano pieces and pieces for toy piano and electronics. Um, so this sort of led me to his website, and he's really good at documenting his music. Like you can find recordings and scores for all of his pieces. So I downloaded a bunch of them. Um, and I've listened to most of them. Mostly I just downloaded like piano and toy piano stuff. Um, he was born in 1960, studied composition with Friedrich Kerha in Vienna, wrote his dissertation on the music of Anton Webern, and he was a double bassist, or I guess he is a double bassist, and has played in many ensembles. Composer in residence at Darmstadt from 1990 to 1994. Composer in residence at IRCAM from 91 to 93, so those two things overlapped. Taught algorithmic composition at Bruckner University in Linz from 95 to 2006. And since then, he's been professor of composition and electroacoustic music at University of Music and Performing Arts, Vienna. Um, he's super prolific as well. Like if you go through his website, he has just a ton of pieces for all kinds of instrumentations, and he's very fluent in electronic music. Like he does code and make his own. Like I think he made his own Max library of sorts, and yeah, really, really educated person and kind of an ideal career, which in many countries most composers can't even imagine. Just going from position to position after his degrees. Okay, enough about that. There's a link in the video description to this recording. I'm just gonna have a listen to it. It's not gonna take much out of your day. It's just 4 minutes long. You'll probably spend more time listening to me talk than listening to the piece. So I encourage you to pause the video here and have a listen. So I'm surprised that this was written for piano first because I think this really makes a lot more sense to have all this repeated stuff, note stuff on a vibraphone. And this single melodic line stuff really works well on vibes. The pedal has no trouble like blurring everything, which is nice. And there's obviously a lot of little procedural games going on that are really fun. which are a lot more apparent when you start listening to it. Like clearly the first page and the third page are like mirror images of one another in terms of pitch. The tempi, something else is going on. Then the middle page you have the different chords are like interleaved. They're like alternating between one another. So you get this weird like juxtaposition of stuff in the middle section. And possibly there's two things layered, right? Because you have two voices going on at the same time. So maybe it's more like two chords are happening at the same time in every measure. Also, I noticed in this part that it you have like four notes in the first measure, then five, then six, then seven, then eight. So like there's stuff like that going on too, which you have to be aware of. Like the number of notes is also fluctuating, and it strikes a nice balance of like being minimalistic enough that you can hear all this stuff, and also layered enough that it's like verging on modernist, like something Ligeti would do. Um, so yeah, it's a cute little piece. We'll probably be looking at a lot more Essel if we ever get around to doing the toy piano scores I have. Um, but for now, I think this is a good introduction to what he's about. Lots of procedurally generated music, and the influence of serial music is obvious as well. So yeah, do check him out. Next is going to be another vibes piece. Yeah, I think this is an American composer, Van Hassel. I only ever see his music at American conferences, so probably that'll be up next.